Okay, recall that the volume V of a cylinder with radius r and height h is V equals pi r squared h. Sally places a marshmallow in the microwave to make a s'more. Assume that the marshmallow has the shape of a cylinder with a radius of 1 centimeter and a height of 3 centimeters. When she turns on the microwave, the marshmallow starts to expand at the rate of 2 centimeters cubed per second. Assume also that as it grows, the height is always 3 times the radius. Find the rate at which the radius is increasing when the radius is 4 centimeters. So I'm going to start writing down what I know. First thing I know is I know what equation I'm going to be using. So V equals pi r squared times h. As I go along, it says that it has a radius of 1 and a height of 3. When she turns on the microwave, it starts to expand at a rate of 2 centimeters cubed. Notice that that's volume per second. So they gave me dV dt equals 2 centimeters cubed per second. Also assume that as it grows, the height is always 3 times the radius. So my height equals 3 times the radius. Find the rate at which the radius is increasing, so find dr dt when the radius equals 4 centimeters. Okay, so my radius is no longer 1 centimeter, it's 4 centimeters. I also know that that changes my height. My height is 3 times the radius, so it'll be 3 times 4 centimeters. My height is 12 centimeters. Okay, this is the equation that relates my variables. I need the equation that relates my rates. So I'm going to take the derivative with respect to time. So the derivative of v is dv dt equals, now I need the product rule to take this derivative. My first function will be pi r squared, my second will be h. So first function, pi r squared, times the derivative of the second, dh dt, plus my second function, h, times the derivative of my first function, 2 pi r to the first dr dt. And this is the equation that relates everything. So now I'm going to start plugging in what I know, see what I still need to find my unknown. So dv dt equals 2 equals pi. My radius is 4. dh dt I don't have, so I need something right there. Plus my h, which is 12, times 2 times pi times my radius of 4 times my dr dt, which is what I'm looking for. So the only thing I'm missing is dh dt, so I have to come back over here. And the one thing I haven't used a lot of, and it has to do with my h, is h equals 3r. So to find my dh dt, I can very simply just take the derivative of this. So I'm going to come down here, and dh dt equals 3r. H is 3r, so dh dt is 3 dr dt. Well, I don't know what my dr dt is, so I'm just going to put a 3 dr dt. And I'm going to simplify this as much as I can. So 2 equals, this is 16 times 3 is 48, so I have 48 pi dr dt plus I have 12 times 2 times 4 is 96 pi dr dt. And I can actually either, you can think of it as factoring out a dr dt, or these are like terms, so I can do 48 plus 96, and I know that I have 2 equals 144 pi dr dt. So I would divide both sides by 144 pi. And my dr dt equals, when I reduce this, it's 1 over 72 pi. I need units. The radius is measured in centimeters, so centimeters per second. So it's increasing very slowly at that moment.